we good? I think we're good. That music was supposed to fade out, by the way. Hello, everybody. How we doing? This is Mostly Recaps. My name is Connor Griffin. And this is just completely a test run. We're going to have some fun. We have some guests joining us in a little bit. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing here. This is completely just me on my laptop. I'm running a new application, trying to figure it out as we go along. I think there are some sound effects. Let me try and play some sound effects real fast. Here's a bongo. I don't know if you guys heard that, but if you did, that's great. Thank you guys for tuning in. Quick, just housekeeping a little bit before we get started. More chest hair. Thank you very much. I'll try and pop that a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear me, by the way, but we'll just keep going as we go along. It's just overall to talk about this show, just off the rip, if you could even call it a show. I don't think you could call it a show. The main thing is, when I was back in like high school and it bled a little bit into college, I would just go on like Instagram Live all the time. If there would be something that was really big happening on TV, whether it was a sporting event, whether it was the Oscars, whatever the case is, whether it was just a show that everybody was watching at the same time, I always wanted to make sure that I got on Instagram Live, chopped it up. I talked to like 12 people. So I see right now, thankfully, we have more than 12 people right now. Thank you for tuning in, you sickos on Valentine's Day. I just think it was a very fun thing to do. The best way I could describe it is if you get out of a movie and you're so stoked after you see a great film and you're with your buddies, or you're with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, and you're just so excited as soon as the movie is over to talk about what you just watched. That's the type of vibe that I love. And so when I was on Instagram Live, again, I did this for like the 2019 NBA Finals. I did it after The Last Dance during COVID. Every single Sunday, I was on Instagram Live, and I'm chopping it up with people in the comments, bringing people into the stream if my buddy's there. And that's kind of what I want to do here. There's not going to be a set timetable for it. It's not like, okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do mostly recaps. No, it's just going to be mainly whenever there's an event going on that I think a lot of people are going to be talking about. Clearly, the fucking dunk contest is not necessarily something that a lot of people talk about anymore, but this is definitely just like a nice test run, and then we could do bigger stuff down the line. The main thing is, though, this isn't going to be like, I wasn't going to go live after the fucking Super Bowl last week, because that's kind of stepping on the toes of what we do on Mostly Sports. Obviously, Mostly Sports is still the main show, and the last thing I would want to do is like steal Mark and Brandon's thunder and give a take that they might have on the show in 10 or 12 hours. So I'll do the stuff that might get lost in the fold. Like, I don't know how much we'll be talking about, the dunk contest or the shooting stars challenge on Monday. Maybe there's some stuff that happens on a Friday or a Saturday that gets lost in the fold over the weekend, and we don't really touch on it a whole lot on Monday, but we can touch on it a lot Friday and Saturday. So just going to be kind of sporadic with it, feel it out. And we'll hopefully have some fun. I just think there's definitely a market for, as soon as something ends that people are watching, we just go live and say, fuck it, fire it up. Let's just spew some takes. Let's get some people involved. And overall, just have some fun. Just lay back. I got a glass of wine with me. It's Valentine's Day. And again, if you are one of these people watching right now, you're an absolute sicko, and I appreciate you. It is Valentine's Day. You could be out with your best gal. Maybe you are with your best gal, and maybe you're about to get hot and heavy, and you decide to turn this on. So I appreciate you. So cheers to all of you. I don't know what this is exactly, but I do think there might be somebody who could help me out with it. We're talking basketball tonight, and we're talking wine. So without further ado, let's see if this works. I'm going to bring on Stephen Cheah. Whoa, there he is.
Whoa.
Hold on. Better.
Can we go vertical?
No, you're perfect. Cheah, you're good. How we doing,
Better?
Cheah? Stephen Cheah joining the program. That's another thing, too. It's nice to get more people involved with this. It's nice to bring more people into the Mostly cinematic universe. Cheah, obviously, you've been on Mostly before, but it's good to have you here on a Saturday night. How you doing, brother?
Doing good. So if I get this straight, your preamble opening monologue, you're going to be going live on this platform in lieu of Instagram Live.
Yeah.
Basically exclusively on Saturdays and Sundays, exclusively when something Mostly Sports will not be talking about. So that's probably
not necessarily what we won't be talking about, but more
Right.
so just Luke Blutman helped me out. Thank you, buddy. Shout out Luke Blutman, by the way. Thanks. Mostly just stuff that might be a little bit off the beaten path. Like, I don't want to say absolutely, but I imagine like the Oscars, like I said before, I'll probably do a show after that, because we're not really talking a whole lot of Oscars on Mostly Sports. It could be sports, it could be pop culture, it could be television, it could be like hey, I just like had an awesome fucking day. Like, let's just talk about like our day and let's just chop it up with the fellas in the chat.
That's what I want to turn on noties for, is whenever you have an awesome day, I want you to
I'll
go
let you
live and
know.
talk about it. Yes.
Yeah.
And then
But
I would like
let's
to
see.
come back as a guest, and I want to hear about your awesome day on StreamYard, on whatever live program this is. I did just give you the Cheah bump. I retweeted it
Did
to
you?
the 6 digits of followers. Yep, they're all of them are tuned in for this right now.
To the Hive. Thank you to the Hive.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take a swig of this wine and then I want to get your thoughts on the NBA
Okay.
dunk contest and everything. Can you tell just based off looking, are you a seasoned pro now at what this is exactly?
Yep, that's a red wine for sure.
Okay.
It's dark. I'm seeing it on the background of your white shirt.
Yeah.
Give me a what does it smell like to you?
Okay. Oh, my mouth has to be open.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
There you go. What do we got?
It's notes of grapes and
Okay.
wet. It smells wet.
Oh, okay. All right. Now give me a little taste.
Okay. I can't do it like you do, Jay.
How
That
does it
tastes
taste? Does it taste boozy going
semi-sweet at
down?
the end.
Semi-sweet.
Yeah.
Does it taste boozy at all?
No. It
Does
barely
not.
tastes boozy. No alcohol.
Does it taste heavier or lighter?
I'd say probably lighter.
Hmm. Okay. If you had to pick a red fruit that it tasted like, what would it be?
Tastes like a red grape.
That's not a grape. Cherry,
That's not
blackberry, strawberry,
probably say a raspberry.
raspberry.
Yeah.
I think you might be drinking a Pinot Noir.
It is not actually. I just double checked. It's a Cabernet
Red blend.
Sauvignon. Yeah, Cabernet.
Oh, if you'd said heavy, I would have went Cabernet Sauvignon.
I'm
You said
sorry. Hey,
lighter.
I don't know how to do it like you do, but shout out to Smiley Cheah. New episode with fights. Go check that out.
Yes, thank you.
You want to talk some hoops, Cheah?
Yeah, let's do it. Jackson Hayes.
One of the
Duncan
worst
from
dunks
yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wrote it down.
You know what? I'm going to say this about the dunk contest. I'm happy Mac McClung wasn't in it.
You are on this wave of you don't want Mac McClung in this thing, and I don't know
why are we having Mac McClung, who's not even in the NBA? And I realize he just got signed to the Bulls on like a two-way deal. But
Yeah.
why are we having Mac McClung, who, might play 20 regular season minutes before the All-Star game in the dunk contest? Why would we have him in the dunk contest? He's not an NBA player.
It's a three-time reigning champ. And honestly,
It's
listen,
the
I don't like
NBA slam dunk contest.
I don't like the fact that he's in it, period, like you, but at the same time, it absolutely would have been better than some of the dunks that we saw tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Jackson Hayes was if Jackson Hayes is the headliner, like 7-footers don't win the dunk contest. Dwight Howard is a little bit shorter than 7 feet, but Dwight Howard at least was a big name. If Jackson Hayes is your headliner and he pulls off that dunk that's from, the dotted line, it's a sad state of affairs for the dunk contest.
Yeah, the dunk, it looked like he was definitely trying to do something else with it, which in that case, just abandon trying to dunk it, like just go down to the ground. And it wound up just being like this 50% warm-up line dunk that the judges, by the way, I think we've gotten to a point with the judges and with the commentators where they just like know how bad the product is and they're trying to save face as much as they can. And they're trying to make sure that they're not too hard on these guys, but clearly these are not scores that we should be giving to these people. That Jackson Hayes dunk,
47.
Yeah, but what was the lowest that they could give? 40? Like that should have absolutely been a 40 for everybody across the board. But
you might be too young to remember Darrell Armstrong, who was like maybe like 6'1" guy. He's like kind of an energy microwave guy off the bench for the Orlando Magic back in the day. And he was gonna do, I don't know if it was like the D Brown like blindfolded dunk, but he was going up and then just abandoned it midway through and just did a layup.
Yeah. No, I think I do remember that one. It was very similar to what we saw tonight.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Johnson winds up winning it
Yeah. Bucks
essentially on
legend.
what?
Bucks legend. Keyshawn Johnson.
Did I say Keyshawn or Keyshawn?
Keyshawn.
Okay, okay. Well, he winds up winning it tonight, and also that was essentially by like DQ because
Yeah.
Carter Bryant couldn't finish the dunk that he wanted to. That's the one thing that I hate about it, the fact that they're up against the clock. Are they up against the clock or are
You
they
need the
up against the
clock.
amount of attempts? That's the question that I've never been able to figure out with this new format.
You need the clock. Do you remember Nate Robinson, Knicks legend? He a very, very tough dunk showing where I feel like he must have missed like 5 dunks. At which point, just cut it. Just
Yeah.
cut it.
Yeah.
So I am in favor of the clock. I mean, the whole dunk contest is horrible unless someone partakes in. I mean, you were playing basketball, the Barcelona office on Friday. I think Francis Ellis would have been in the finals of this dunk contest.
That was something and he was saying on the Yak too that day that he's really not that great at basketball. It was shocking that he said that because he got out on the basketball court. If people could see what
It's his
Francis was
8th best
doing,
sport.
yeah, really, he's a freak athlete. Harvard.
It really is. It
Um,
really is.
I'd say we maybe have 3 people at this office who could dunk. It's Deutsch if his knees are okay. He's been having bad
Deutsch.
knees recently. White boy Rick,
Yep.
and then I think that third. I mean, he's not technically at this office, but I think the third is Francis.
Yeah. Can Marty dunk? I feel like Marty is an athlete and tall enough. I wouldn't put it past Marty to dunk.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say Titus can maybe.
Titus is in the chat right now, I think. I think he said, when does the dunk contest start? He's just a serial chatter. It's what he does.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mark.
And he just said the disrespect. By the way, on the topic of disrespect, sorry, Cheah, not to get too sidetracked. I was talking to somebody earlier and they said, did you reach out to Mrs. Titus and wish her a happy Valentine's Day? And I said, no, I did not do that. I would, Mark, you're watching. I would never do that ever. And I did not. So I just want to put that out there for the people saying moms are on the table and blah, 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 blah. That is not the case. I respect the bond of the Titus family too much. I would not jeopardize that. But yeah, Titus, I think he might be able to dunk. And according to his comments, Twitter fingers over here, he probably could. But you can't dunk though, right?
No, not even close. I used to be able to. In college, I could dunk a tennis ball.
Yeah, well, that Cheah. I mean, a lot of people could do that.
Yeah,
I could. Do that.
That was my peak. You can dunk a tennis ball right now?
Not right now, but I used to be able to back in the day.
Okay,
AAU state champion. What was your 40 time again?
440, 447, 443, and 440. Unofficial hand time, 2-point stance. Yeah,
okay.
of course.
Are you going to the combine this year, the actual combine?
The NFL combine?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe, maybe not.
We got to get you there. Any other thoughts on tonight?
Damian Lillard won the 3-point shoot. I mean, the 3-point shootout's the only real event at All-Star Weekend. And it is cool to see, big names, Devin Booker, Damian Lillard, Maxey was in it. Con Knipple is a very good player. It's nice to see those guys participating and shooting Donovan Mitchell. But we just need some people in the dunk contest, and that's it. And also, shout out to the Knicks, champions again. The Shooting Stars competition, just stacking banners this year. Shooting Stars competition. We got the in-season tournament. What's next? NBA title.
Yeah. Okay, whatever.
The big 3.
I mean, yeah, that was also a massive, massive advantage for the Knicks to have just Rick Brunson as the passer when the other teams have fucking Drewski and Anthony Anderson.
Yeah, Anthony Anderson has years of basketball experience. He was on Hang Time.
I guess so. Yeah, no, that's a good point. But yeah, the Knicks they win the Shooting Stars challenge.
Yep.
Damian Lillard with the 3-point. The 3-point challenge, shooting contest, I should say, has absolutely become the premier event. Like people would much rather do that than the dunk contest, which we could talk about that a little bit later as we wrap up the stream. I'd love to know the psychology behind that, because if you have a bad stretch, I remember when Kevin Durant had like 6 points in the shooting contest, and it's humiliating. So if you get a bad round where you're missing shots left and right, I think that's more humiliating than if you're just like missing a really hard dunk,
Yeah, I mean, we saw Jace Richardson go down with almost hit his head on the floor tonight, which was
Almost
crazy.
got a concussion, almost broke his back.
Yeah, that would have been something. You want stars to not participate, just run back that clip.
Yeah. No, it
I
was
will
really,
I
really
will I
bad.
will say this about All-Star Weekend. The Friday Rising Stars competition is good.
Yeah. And shout out to VJ Edgecombe, but I would agree with that. The celebrity game has kind of lost its luster. We're not
Celebrity
getting
game
the
never
same.
had luster. You got Peloton instructors in that thing.
Yeah, you had Justin Bieber, and you had Kevin Hart, and you
Justin
had all these guys.
Bieber. I mean, are you
Just,
watching those guys hoop?
I don't know. Maybe it was back when I was in middle school. It was just a fun thing to tune into. Could you do the
Are
Justin Bieber thing one more time?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, there we go.
Are you going to be watching? Are you excited about the new All-Star format tomorrow?
No, hate it.
Who you rooting for? Stars or Stripes or World?
I have no idea who's on each team. Which team is Maxi starting for? Do you know?
Off the top of my head, I do not. It's either the Stars or Stripes for sure.
Yeah, whatever Maxi's on, then I'll root for that. But I hate the new format personally.
Are you an anti-Stripes guy? Potentially.
What are you doing? I mean, I don't know the rosters, but yeah, I guess.
Wow. Interesting.
Okay. Okay. Cheah, any other final thoughts? I think we have another guest queued up in the backstage right now. If you want to load off any takes, it's a Saturday night. You want to get a little something off your chest. Valentine's Day take.
One of my biggest regrets in life was Valentine's Day. I think it was maybe 15 years ago today, if I'm getting the years right. I was taking my then girlfriend to um, Phantom of the Opera on Broadway.
Okay.
And it was a place you'd want to see for a while. So, Valentine's Day booked it months in advance. Unfortunately, that was the year, and I had season tickets at the time. Big fan, watch every game. Jeremy Lin, Linsanity,
Yeah.
and it wasn't a home game. It was not a home game. It was an away game in Toronto, and he hit a game-winning three with zero point 0.5 seconds left over Jose Calderon.
Yeah.
I had my phone on airplane mode or off or whatever. I think I might have had a flip phone at the time, but just a horrific opening up the phone, being like, I hope I didn't miss anything tonight. Bang, game-winning shot, brutal,
That is tough.
tough.
Linsanity.
Yeah.
What a run. But
Yeah.
I guess yeah, that'll do it. Cheah,
Okay.
thank you so
Thanks
much
for having
for hopping on. First guest ever on Mostly Recaps. Everybody give it up. Oh, wait. I think I might have an applause button for you. One second. I'm still
Thank
trying
you.
to figure out exactly how this works. Yep.
Thank you.
Of course. All right. Thank you, Stephen Cheah. You are
From
the
your
man.
hometown. Your hometown misses you.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right.
See ya.
Appreciate you, Cheah.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Okay. Oh, well, why am I only like a box right now? That's a little weird. Let's see. There we go. Okay, perfect. So that's Stephen Cheah. If you guys are in the chat right now, thanks for joining. What do we have right now? I expected maybe like 20 people to join. This is 535 right now, so I appreciate you all. Keep chatting, keep leaving comments. I think you guys will definitely be commenting a lot when this next person comes on the screen. It's Valentine's Day, and obviously we're talking about basketball and whatnot, but we could stop for a moment and we could talk about the holiday and what exactly it entails. If you're lucky enough to be with a special lady, good for you. But if you're not, I don't have a Valentine. Maybe some people in the chat, they don't have a Valentine either. I think the person we're about to bring on is a perfect Valentine for everybody. And we could say is the mostly recaps the show's Valentine as a whole. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Richelle Ryan. Richelle,
Hi.
how are we doing?
Amazing. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm already getting flustered. If you can't tell, my face is extremely red.
Yeah, you are just a little bit.
Yeah. It's everything. It's trying to get like the technical aspect of this down. It's the first time we're doing this show. It's kind of like a test run. So trying to make it good. And then now we get you on the show. But very happy to have you here. Overall, first of all, you don't have anything going on today? Do you celebrate the holiday? What's going on?
Today is a work from home day for me.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. So I was excited that I get to be your internet date. I have some wine.
There we go. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking, it is my favorite. It is called Silver Oak. It is the best. So cheers.
Cheers, cheers. We have never met in person. We've
Oh my
never
gosh, I
actually.
know. I'm waiting for it.
Okay, we'll get there. We've never talked face to face either. I don't think. I think every time has been.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Just on the phone or yeah, whatever.
yeah. So this is definitely interesting. What is this? Oh,
For your date.
thank you. Luke Blutman, who's here, just got me a chocolate covered strawberry. So
You know, I have some of my own right here too.
are you serious?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
I was
love that.
prepared for our date.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay. This is
Yeah, I
great.
went to Whole Foods earlier today, so I was ready.
Perfect. So yeah, we came in contact because for anybody who doesn't know the story, Richelle saw like a video of me on just the regular Barstool Sports Maine, and then went to like, was it
Pat.
Pat? Yeah, I went to Pat and was like,
My
who's this guy?
go-to.
Yeah. One of the biggest boosts to my ego that I could possibly get. And
Well, and I was not expecting him to like post it. I was just like, who is this hot guy? I was like, he's tall, he's hot, he's got a beard, like checks all my boxes. I was like, who is this?
yeah, well, I appreciate that. Well, so I guess for the people watching at home who might not know exactly like how big of a stoolie you are, like, how did you get into Barstool? What was really like the first thing that drew you in, and how are you seeing me on the Barstool Sports Maine necessarily? How are you tracking all this stuff?
So it's kind of I'll try to make it like the shortest story possible. It was years ago. There was, I was on my way to a dance gig, a hosting gig in Denver. And as I was sitting on the flight, it was all the UNLV baseball team. They were getting on the plane. And I was like, who is this? Like all these like hot guys in like track suits. Long story short, we landed in Denver. Somebody from the team came up to me and they were like, hey, the guys on the team want to get a photo with you. And I was like, I'm sitting there thinking in my head, I'm pretty sure this is an NCAA violation, but you guys asked me. So
Yeah.
whatever. I took the photo and my security, he was kind of like towards the back and he got like his own photo and gave it to me. And I posted it on Twitter at the time, Twitter X, whatever you want to call it. And I think I wrote something cheeky, like, oh, I'm ready for the team gangbang or something stupid. And Barstool picked it up and they did like a really nice, funny story. And yeah, and actually that was how I met my ex-boyfriend from like 7 years ago. That was actually how he met me. He saw that and then he started following me on socials and he was like, who is this woman? She lives in Vegas. She seems cool. And he wrote me a really sweet email. And he was like, I saw you on Barstool. And I was like, what is Barstool? Like, I'm ashamed to admit that I didn't even know what Barstool was.
That's fine. Yeah.
And
No.
yeah. And then just everybody at Barstool, like, I know I could hop on and do something like this with you or whatever. And, all the guys and even, the chicks there, they're all so super nice and cool to me. So
Yeah. That's awesome. That's a great
I
story.
play fantasy football with some of the guys there. And
Frank the Tank.
yeah, I love Frank.
He's the man. We
Yeah.
we got some people in the chat right now.
Oh, goodness.
Mark is here. Ebo Blutman, shout out Blutman. They're saying no, Bonnie Blue will not be on this stream. I'm assuming you're aware of Bonnie Blue a little bit.
Did she really send you like it was like a cum rag or something?
I could go get. I don't want to, but I could go get it. It's at my desk.
I believe you.
Yes.
I believe you.
Never been used. Don't start that. It's never been used ever. But she did send that. So the story was, do you know Ken Jack is in the New York office, and he is a guy who is a massive internet troll. He will like create fake photoshops of you. He'll
Oh
put you in all
God.
these. Yeah, he'll put you in all these different stories. So when Bonnie Blue was going viral for, doing, I don't know, 1,000 people in one day or whatever the case was,
Yeah.
he put me in a Photoshop as I was the one who was cleaning up all of the mess.
Oh no.
And so that was ultimately what people got started where it went like crazy viral. People believed it. It got over like, I don't know, maybe 10 million views.
Oh wow,
People
I
in
didn't even see that.
Yeah, no, people in the UK legitimately thought that I
Oh,
was
okay.
well, UK, and then it spread a little bit over here, but people legitimately thought that they call me the jizz janitor, which was not great. Not the best image to have. And so she then was in some type of Barstool content, wound up where she got in contact with me. We like FaceTimed a little bit just to clear the air and make sure that she could clear my name. And then ultimately she sent me that rag, which was
Oh,
not
wow.
needed at all.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's when people say like, oh yeah, she's going to be in here next. No, she's not. She's not going to be in here. But anyway, that's the full story. That was part of my reputation for quite some time.
Wow, I never heard that like rumor or whatever about you. That's wild.
Good. Yeah, it's not a rumor that I guess I just shared it, which I probably shouldn't have done again, but it is what it is. So Valentine's Day, obviously, we have some people in the chat who I imagine are pretty single and maybe are looking for a woman out there. What to you is a big green flag, something that you find maybe most attractive in a man?
Ooh, gosh. Probably just maturity first and foremost. I mean, I couldn't be with a guy that's just like a fuck boy. I'm 40 years old. I don't think I could even deal with that.
Yeah.
As much as I love seeing it, like just seeing guys just being guys and just goofy and fuck boys. Oh dear God, I couldn't deal with that. So,
Yeah. Who's biggest fuckboy at Barstool? Do you have somebody in mind?
oh my gosh. I mean, probably Nikki Smokes.
Yeah. He's out right now. I want to see if I can maybe get him on the stream. He's out right now. I'm trying to
Oh,
figure out
he would be
exactly.
perfect. He is the ultimate fuck boy.
Yeah.
No, but Nikki's cool. He's good peeps.
Yeah. Yeah. I might have to try and see what he's up to later and see. He's doing I think they were calling it Palentines, or like they're just a bunch of boys getting together and just going out on the town and
Well, that's
having a
cute,
good time
eh?
afterwards. Yeah. I don't know. But what else is new with you these days? Anything crazy going on in your life or
No,
anything?
nothing too wild and crazy over here.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
What's a typical week for you then? Like obviously you got to work, but then what are you doing in your spare time? Anything? Anything
Oh
wild?
my gosh, if I do get like any free time, probably just like relaxing with my dogs, like going like doing a yoga class. Just yeah, I'm getting old. I'm 40. I want to relax.
Fair, fair.
I like
Okay.
checking out new restaurants. Like I'm boring. I have
That's
old
fine.
lady hobbies now. I like gardening and I like
That's actually
leaving.
that's relaxing.
It is. It's so
Yeah.
relaxing. And it's like I'm using my hands, so I have to leave my phone inside, so I'm not on it, which is wonderful. So,
True, true, true.
but if I have a reason to go out, like I love to. Like I live in Vegas, so it's like the entertainment capital. So actually, I was trying to get a bunch of my girlfriends last night for a little Galentine's for us to go out to eat and go see the Chippendales. And
Okay.
everybody had like either they were going out with like their boyfriends or and I'm like, it's Friday the 13th. That's for Galentine's. That's when all of us hoes should be going out. Yeah, so
Didn't happen.
no, unfortunately it didn't because I feel like some of my girlfriends needed some swinging dick.
Fair. I guess so.
Yes, we'll plan another time.
All right, good, 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 good,
I'll
good.
invite Bonnie Blue. She can bring the guys.
I suppose, yeah. That's a whole story, yeah. But I guess yeah, the one time you were here, you were out with like Mincy. And I was trying to
Yes,
think.
I could talk to Mincy for hours. I love him. And what are all those fuckboys doing in fucking Turkey right now? Like Mincy has a full head of hair. He doesn't need any.
Hey, I guess so. My hair is a little bit weird right now. I apologize. I should have
Mm,
cleaned up a little bit before
you
the
look good. You
I
look a little
appreciate that.
flustered.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's the lights are on me, and it's I'm in a suit and everything, and I can
Oh,
only go
you're
so many
hot,
buttons.
Connor. You're totally hot.
Thank you. That was definitely me fishing for a compliment.
How tall
Before
are you?
how tall am I?
Yeah.
6'2", with
Oh,
a
yeah.
good pair of shoes, 6'3".
Oh, I love it. Love me a
Great.
tall boy. Oh,
Means a
I'm a
lot.
kid. If I see tall men in the airport, like I am like I fucking them. Sit
The
there, good
airport's
face and everything.
airport is maybe the place I fall in love the most. It's
Yeah,
just
me
like
too.
seeing people walk by you'll never see again, but maybe they're going to your same
Exactly,
city,
it's
maybe they're not.
wonderful.
Yeah. Um, any thoughts on the dunk contest real fast? Did you watch it at all?
I
Or
did. It was interesting. Like I kind of like it when they have the props when they're like jumping over a car and stuff, but like this year it was kind of boring. It was just like old school, I felt like.
yeah, it was not necessarily anything special, but hopefully
Yeah, it
next year is
definitely
better.
wasn't. I mean, I like it when they do like creative shit like that, jumping over a car or whatever.
Yeah, nothing. They're telling me to stand up in the chat.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Well, yeah,
yeah.
give me a show.
No, we don't have to do that. We don't have to stand up. I'm okay. We're all good. Should we I don't want to take up too much of your time. Should we just have a bite of this chocolate strawberry real fast?
Oh,
If we wanna
yeah, I have one too.
Mark wants to know if you've filed your taxes.
Yes, I have.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes,
All right, here we
I
go.
am on it.
Ready?
Mhm.
Oh wait,
All right,
camera's just
cheers. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Mm. Mm.
Mm. Oh man.
So good.
Okay. Perfect. Well,
So wine, wash it down.
yeah. Little cab.
I love it. How
Um,
do you not have a Valentine? You're so hot.
you flatter me too much, Richelle. So I'm in this like weird stage right now, and people were asking about this in the comments a little bit, or at least they were tweeting at me beforehand. So I'm supposed to have a dating show on the Yak.
Oh,
That's
nice.
yeah.
Oh,
That-
I think I saw that because I commented on it.
yes, you did. You absolutely did. And my friends were texting me like, "Dude, why is Richelle Ryan commenting on your dating show?" I'm like, I think we're
You're
tight. I think we're
hot.
cool. I think we're tight. But anyway, yeah. So I remember it was announced originally. We had a sponsor with it, and then there was a misunderstanding with the sponsor, and they kind of dropped out. It was somewhat
I'll
last minute,
sponsor it.
but I was
I'll be
holding out.
Then sponsor it.
What's up?
I said, I'll be your sugar mama. I'll sponsor it.
I
Tell me what I
appreciate
need
that.
to
You're the
do.
best. Thank you. But it was just it ended because yeah, we couldn't find another sponsor. We're still looking for one. I don't know if it'll happen. I don't know if it's delayed, but I'm in this weird spot. Yeah, I'm in this weird spot where I can't I can't go and like get a girlfriend. I can't really like go date because I catch feelings. I really do.
Yeah.
So I don't want to. I
What's
want
your
to like
sign? Do you believe in like all that astrology stuff or no?
nah. No, I'm a Sagittarius, but I don't believe in that
Oh, okay.
necessarily. What
Yeah,
are
me
you?
neither. I'm a Cancer, so I'm a lover.
Are we compatible?
Oh, I don't know. Like I don't get that deep into it. Like I believe everything about my sign as a female being a Cancer, but like when they're like, "Oh, an Aquarius and a Sagittarius and this," I'm like, I don't know. I'd have to Google it.
Hmm. Well, I
I
don't know
have
anything about it.
girlfriends that are like so serious about stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I haven't really looked into it. I don't know a whole lot about it, but yeah, I guess we'll find a match at some point, at some time. But in the meantime, I'm kind of just like not doing anything because I don't know if the dating show is going to happen. I don't know when it'll be. So it's a whole bugaboo, Richelle. Essentially, is what I'm trying.
Well, I already told you that I'm taking you out on a date when I come to Chicago again. And I hope you haven't gone, but we're going to go to Nancy's.
Okay, I have not gone.
Thank God.
Okay, we'll get that on the books. Richelle, I can't thank you enough. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we hop off?
Well, thank you for having me. This was exciting. A fun way to spend my Valentine's.
Yeah, I mean, one of the first guests ever on the show. Oh, is my camera all wonky? It might be.
A little bit.
Okay, we're back though. Yeah, we're back. But yeah, no, seriously, I can't thank you enough for hopping on. I texted you yesterday to see if maybe you'd be interested. You were boom right away, like all about it. So I seriously,
My
you are the
phone
best.
is glued to my hand all the time, except when I'm out gardening.
True, very true. But yeah, I hope you have a nice rest of your night. Hope you have a nice Sunday of gardening, maybe. I don't know. And we'll talk soon.
Yeah. Hi, Liam. Is he there?
Yes, he is there, I think. Yeah, no, he is. Yeah, he's in the chat. Perfect.
Hi, Liam.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Richelle. I appreciate you
You're
stopping by.
welcome.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Oh, I cut her off right there. Wow. Okay. We're up and going. Thank you guys for tuning in. I got to get this better. The technical aspect of it with the screen and the visuals and going from 2 box to 1 box. I got to get better at that. But we're working out the kinks. Shout out to Richelle. What do you mean I fucked up? Who's saying I fucked up in the chat? Let's see. I thought that went very well. I by the way, I am like sweating my ass off right now. I fucked up. I'm still not going to stand up. I'm not going to do that. Newfound respect for Scoof. Thank you very much. All right, so yeah, those are the 2 guests that I had booked. What else is everybody saying? Okay, yeah. That's about what I expected the comments to look like. There we go. But yeah, I thought that was a very respectful interaction. I thought that was a fun time. Play doodle jump. Maybe we'll do it the next time, Blutman. Yeah, so that's all the guests I had lined up. We haven't really like gotten in depth about what we saw tonight, so we could do that real fast. What time? How long have we been going? Like 30 minutes, 35 minutes? No set time here, but if you guys have any comments, any questions that you want to ask in the chat, feel free. I will get to them. We needed the con man, not Connor there. What does that even mean? Wait, do I have like an alter ego, a separate personality as the con man? I don't know. But just to start off, because somebody's already asking, yeah, what did you think about the early thing? Oh, how's the Stranger Thing watch going? I'll get to that in a second as well. Early part of NBA All-Star Saturday, they dropped the night. It is no longer Saturday night. It is just All-Star Saturday. I thought it was fine. The 3-point contest is definitely getting to a point where, yeah, like the scores are just going through the roof. And Colin Knippel, I was really impressed with him. I wish that he could have had a better showing in the championship round. But Damian Lillard, first time we've seen him in a Portland uniform. He has not played all year. And we see him win the 3-point contest. Actually, hold on. I have a ticker. That's the other thing that I got ready for this stream is I have a ticker real fast that I can run across, and it has all the results from the day. Yeah, there we go. Damian Lillard wins 3-point shooting contest, his 3rd time winning the competition. And he joins. Oh, Larry Bird. That's a typo. That's supposed to say Larry Bird right there. That's on me. Craig Hodges is the only 3-time winners. Yeah. Okay, we're up and rolling. We got the ticker going. So what else did I have on there? Devin Booker, total choke job. Missed the last 3 money balls that he had. Should have easily won that thing. But yeah, he chokes at the very end. He is still absolutely one of the best 3-point contestants of all time. Let's see, what else? Only other thing I had from the 3-point contest, yeah, is it more humiliating to be bad in the 3-point contest than the dunk contest? I think it is. I really do think it is. But yet people are lining up to do the 3-point contest. But whatever, maybe it is just an injury thing. They don't want to potentially break their back like we almost saw tonight. Jake from State Farm is another thing I had written down. I just think that this guy might have like the coolest maybe life that you could possibly have for someone in his shoes. Usually those guys are like a flow from Progressive. They can't go anywhere, and they get typecasted, and they can't do anything else that's really fun. They're never seen in the public eye ever. Jake from State Farm is just hanging out courtside tonight, and it's not even like he has to be in the Jake from State Farm apparel. He just doesn't have to wear the red. He doesn't have to wear a name tag. He could just be wearing regular street clothes that are sick, and he looks awesome. Highly fashionable guy. And he's next to these like NBA All-Stars. So I don't know exactly how that works out, how he just goes to all these cool things. You go to his Instagram, he's meeting all these celebrities. He was with Drake in one of his Instagram posts. And then, yeah, he's dapping up people on courtside today. So I definitely have to give him props. Jake from State Farm. It's just having a great fucking time out here. Then the Shooting Stars Challenge. Shout out to Guy Fieri, by the way. There was a shot of him dapping up, I think it was E40, before they went live for the Shooting Stars Challenge. And that was great. Drewski, he was just there to throw passes. And you have Rick Brunson for another team who was able to pass the ball, which was just significantly better. So that was a clear advantage for Team Knicks, as I talked about a little bit earlier. And Jalen Brunson was just totally dissing his dad. Like every single chance he got, he was just saying, oh, yeah, I'm having a terrible time. Well, my dad's not necessarily a celebrity. I never have fun when I'm with my dad. And I know it's all lighthearted stuff, but I was definitely like, oh, that's a little bit weird. He's just straight up dissing his dad whenever he gets the chance to. And Corey Maggette, that was the only other thing I had written down from the early part of the day. That's got to be such a sick moment to be retired. And maybe you're not necessarily like a Hall of Fame guy or a legend or whatever the case is, but you're just kind of a guy who was really solid in the league for a long time, and then you come back and people are like, oh, that's Corey Maggette. And the guy just goes off. He's dunking, and then he has 3 of those shots from half court that went back to back to back. So that was sick. I love seeing Corey Maggette out there. I wish he could have gotten the win, but that was pretty much all I had outside of that. Oh, and then Ludacris. Luda. That was all pretty cool. Let's see. What else? I will get to the Larry Bart. I know it was a typo. It was a typo, Mark. I apologize. Let's get to Stranger Things rewatch, I suppose. Somebody asked about that. I could take the ticker off now. Ticker's gone through a couple times, right? I'll take that off. Why not? Stranger Things rewatch has been electric, and you can't even call it a rewatch because I haven't seen it. I never saw the show prior to right now, and I'm watching it through all the way. I just got a little bit into season 2. People were telling me that I would love season 2 because my 2 favorite characters in the show are Steve Harrington, and then is it Dusty or Dustin? I think it's Dustin. Just great vibes from those 2. And I'm at the point now where they link up and they're about to go on a mission, and I'm fucking fired up. Can't wait to see what they do. I love this show. It is right up my alley. I can't believe it took me so long to get on this wave. Yeah, it's Dustin. Okay, yeah. Let's see. What else? What do we got? Can't believe he was talking to Miss Ryan with no pants on. I have pants on. Do you guys want me to stand up? I'll stand up. And I'm not just doing this because we're now like 10 minutes post-interview with Richelle Ryan and things might have died down. I'm doing this because I'm wearing pants. I have pants on. See? We're good. Whoa. Might have shown a little bit too much, but we're fine. I'm going to have some more of this chocolate strawberry. The chocolate kind of broke off a little bit. Okay. Now take them off. I'm not taking them off, Dave 10X. Fake pants. Next, you're going to say that the pants are in Spanish. No, they're real pants. They're joggers. And then we got the chain flowing a little bit. And we got the red blazer. I will say, this is fully Mark's blazer. And I did not ask him ahead of time if I could wear it, and that's on me. So I want to get ahead of it straight up because he's probably going to bring it up on Monday. This is not my blazer. It's Mark's, and I should have asked him ahead of time if I could borrow it. Apologies. White button up from Target. It might be from Target. It might be. But shout out to Target. So a lot of people don't know this. I used to work at Target back in the day. Target store 1159. Shout out. Cart boy. And it was during COVID. So my main job was bringing the carts in from the parking lot. But then it also was, I had to clean them down because it was COVID and people were freaking out about germs. I mean, literally like first 3 or 4 weeks of COVID when skepticism and paranoia was at an all-time high. And so I'm cleaning down these carts after going out into the heat and bringing them inside. And I'll never forget, there was a Vietnam veteran. He's got his hat on and everything. It says Vietnam vet. He sees me cleaning down the carts, and I'm doing a damn good job, making sure that every nook and cranny is all sanitized. And this is a true story. He sees me, he tips his cap to me, and he says, son, I fought in Vietnam. I was in combat. And this COVID shit, it's the first time in my life I've been scared shitless. And so what you're doing right now, I really appreciate it. And I salute you. And he saluted me. That is a true story. Back at Target store 1159, cart boy, Target. Very, very interesting job. That Target has 4 stars on Google. Yeah. It was a good store. Really good store. I haven't been back. What Blutman, what are you doing? Blutman is just 1, 2, 3 movie 4, 5. What does that mean, Blutman? I would love to know. But yeah, Target was actually a pretty good gig. They were paying like $15 an hour at the time. I was like, whoa, this is sick. I was in college. Night of the Seven Kingdoms talk. I could get to that. Bro thinks he's Bad Bunny. No, but I will say, I do think I'm going to take salsa lessons. I don't know what the difference is between salsa and then is it something cha? It's I don't know. I got to figure it out. But I want to take lessons bad. Yeah, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I think a new episode's coming out tomorrow. The last one was insane. And it did really feel like vintage Game of Thrones. First couple episodes, I was like, okay, yeah, this will be a nice, like, enjoyable show. Won't really have a whole lot of like real gravitas to it, but it'll be nice. It'll be something to turn on for 30 minutes every Sunday. The last one, I was like, oh shit, no, this is serious. They're really getting into some good stuff. And we'll get, I imagine, tomorrow another kick-ass episode because the way it ended last week leads you to believe that they're just going to pick up right there. Yeah, I really like this series so far, so I'm all in on it. Am I jester maxing? Nah, I'm really just trying to frame mog. I tried not to really frame mog Cheah too much there, but I have been weight coat maxing a little bit recently, and I am kind of what I don't know what else were they saying? What else were they saying? Trying to remember the exact tweet. It was like, the frat fraud leader went full UV dodge maxing and weight coat maxing, inflating fake stats to protect frame, something like that. I'm back in. Ever since Collab made it to New York City, I'm all the way back in. Let's see. Haven't started. Blutman, you got to start it. I think Blutman's maybe like an O1 or an A1 guy. I don't know why I said O1. A1 guy for just being in the chat, being good vibes, and just overall being the best friend you could possibly have. Shout out to Blutman for being in here. Shout out to Luke Blutman also, who got this started, by the way, set up all the equipment and everything. I hope the audio has been okay. I hope we're solid. I don't know what else I have left to say. I think this has been overall successful. Just the fact that we got this up and running in the first place. Did they cancel your dating show? Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I talked about it a little bit earlier, but that was delayed because overall we could not find a sponsor that wanted to stick with it. We had a sponsor, and that was really one of the main reasons why we were doing it in the first place, because it was sold. But then the sponsor backed out. Now we're trying to find a new one, so we'll see exactly if it does happen. But yeah, I think there was just a misunderstanding about what exactly went into the dating show and the fact that it was on the Yak. And sometimes sponsors, don't necessarily know what the Yak is and what it entails. So there was just a misunderstanding, miscommunication. Let's see. To Joe Pondo, figure that was going to happen at some point. But thank you guys for the super chats and everything. I mean, if you guys want, I could stay live if you want, and I could just answer questions. But I really don't have. I think literally, like my only other note is Queen Latifah. I have it right there. That's it. Like I don't have much else to say. It's also, I also don't know how many people actually were watching All Star Saturday Night. Like it's lost all of its appeal. The dunk contest sucks. I really was just using this as an excuse to come on here, and it's Valentine's Day, and I'm drinking a glass of wine and everything. I just figured it would be a nice little test run, and obviously a lot of you guys are probably going to be doing stuff tonight. Some of you may be watching on the replay tomorrow morning or whatever the case is. You were out doing something with your girlfriend or whatever tonight. So it was not going to have this massive audience, even though I will say this is way more than I expected. So thank you. So yeah, I did not think that this was going to be this like mega stream. But if you guys want to like have me keep going, I can. What do we got here in the chat? Do we have any more super chats or anything like that? Can you watch Fargo after Stranger Things? Blutman loves Stranger Things. Let's see. We need some Olympic ball watching streams. Yeah, Blutman, get on that. Actually, no, we might not be able to do that because the Olympics and NBC, they get a little bit uptight about doing that. Keep doing what you do, Connor. Also the dunk contest stuff. Appreciate that. Is that Treason ODB2? Thank you, Treason ODB2. But yeah, dunk contest, one of the worst we've ever seen, but we kind of expected that. And this is a rant I can go on right now if you guys want to get some more questions in the chat. LeBron James, we talked about it on Mostly a little bit, absolutely ruined the dunk contest. I don't want to put all of the blame on him, but he's for sure the number one reason why the dunk contest is no longer that much of a thing. Because back in the day, it was Michael Jordan, it was Dominique Wilkins, it was Dr. J, it was Kobe Bryant. They all participated in the dunk contest, and it was expected that they would because they're superstars and they're high flyers. And yeah, why wouldn't they do the dunk contest? And LeBron James, despite the fact that he was in the 2003 McDonald's All-American dunk contest and won it. Once he got to the league, he just completely avoided it. And he could say, well, I had injuries. They were kind of nagging me, and I just didn't feel like going out and taking the risk of injury. But then in 2009, he said, All-Star Weekend 2009, he was like, I'm going to do the dunk contest next year. Well, then he didn't. He just withdrew his name, and that was it. Then Magic Johnson came out in 2013 and said, oh, well, yeah, we got to get LeBron in the dunk contest. I'll give $1 million to LeBron out of his own pocket. He's like, I'll give $1 million to LeBron if he does the dunk contest, and LeBron didn't do it. So he set the precedent that if you are a superstar in this league, you don't have to do the dunk contest just because people before you did it. But that's not fun. And we wind up in situations like tonight where, yeah, it's Jace Richardson, Carter Bryant, Jackson Hayes. What are we, Kashad Johnson? What are we doing? It was just a mess tonight. And yeah, that Jackson Hayes dunk, one of the worst we've ever seen. And then was it Richardson who fell on his back and almost got paralyzed? Yeah, awful to watch. This show has to be called Con Air. That would be good. I think that's pretty good. This was way better than NBA Saturday Night. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, yeah, these are some really good questions. I know there's a big time basketball game going on right now too, so I apologize. Am I getting head tonight? Probably not. Again, I catch feelings. Catch feelings way too easy. Put a poll on to keep going. Yeah, I don't know how to do a poll. Let me see what else I have. Let me see what else I have. What do I have? A gong? Yeah. Do you guys hear that gong? Does that go over the stream? I don't know if it does. I hear a gong on my end, but let's see. I plowed my fiance with this in the background. Family. Listen, that's what I said. Listen, like, for all the people who are single, they can tune into this. If you're about to get down with your lady, this could absolutely be on in the background. I don't see any problem with that. Did Texas Tech have a massive buzzer beater or something to beat Arizona? I would love to know. Thoughts on becoming full-time content? Yeah, I guess I really haven't gotten into this. Sorry, I'm texting to see if anybody from Mostly Sports had chimed in. And yeah, Blutman said that I got Blutmogged tonight. Full-time content is nice. It's very exciting, and it's a cool new opportunity. I'm in a little bit of a weird spot where most of the time, if you're full-time content, it means that you were hired already with a massive following, and you just bring that to Barstool, and boom, you're straight. For me, though, you know, I obviously came in as a behind-the-scenes person, and while I have been doing a bunch of on-air stuff for the past 2 years, still, that was never my main job. My main job was to edit, post for, different brands on social, do a bunch of stuff behind the scenes. And I did not want to be, doing a whole lot of stuff on my own personal socials, because that would be taking away the time from my actual job. So I don't have much of a following. And so it's definitely an interesting dilemma where, okay, now I'm trying to build that up while I'm already here, compared to a lot of people who are in content. They already had followings when they got here. So that's something that I'm trying to figure out at the moment, how to build a following. By the way, if anybody's not subscribed, if anybody's not following my TikTok, please do. It would help me out a ton. Trying to get to 10,000 followers. I might try and gamify it to see maybe there's a punishment I have to do if I get to 10K or something, some type of stream that we could do. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I want to get to 10K on there and start to gain some momentum on that. But yeah, like I said, I had never really posted on TikTok before because it wasn't my job. So trying to figure that out. But I love blogging. I want to blog more. And I love just being able to be creative. That's the main thing. That's the beauty of this at this moment, is that I kind of am just trying to piece together what exactly I could be doing that's innovative, that's new, that's fresh, that could be appealing to an audience. And this was one of the ideas, is, going live more and just kind of chatting it up and getting with you guys in the chat and commenting and talking with you all. But there's also some other ideas that I have that I want to get to. So just trying to put that all together. And I love it. So love being here. Love this company. Love everybody here. And I'm glad that we get to work at a place that is very creative, and it's kind of all on you. What you want to get out of it is what you put into it. So just trying to focus on putting into it right now. But great question. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. What are we recapping? Yeah, we kind of strayed away from that. We kind of strayed away from the dunk contest and all that. Need Anthony Edwards and John Morant in the dunk contest. I would agree. That's a very valid point. But again, not many superstars are doing it. They'd rather do the 3-point contest. Bad look for the dating show promo. I guess so. Is Sam Darnold your dad? No, but we do very much look alike. And I root for him all the time. I think he's a really, really, really good player who does not get the respect that he deserves. What do you think of that German hockey player, Jack Mehoff? I don't know him. Penn State wrestling, juggernaut. Connor, can you unbutton one more button just for the culture? I will. Screw it. What else? Do we got anything else? Number one pop star right now, it's still Olivia Rodrigo. No doubt. The lighting on the stream is exceptional. Shout out to Lukey Blutman. Am I going to Elimination Chamber? Still haven't figured that out. Favorite Olivia Dean song? Probably Loud right now. Do a trick? I wish I could. Wish I could. Audio's in Chinese. I apologize. We have free basketball right now. Okay, yeah. So maybe I should get off of here and just focus on the basketball and let you guys go. Texas Tech is going to OT with Arizona. Connor, I love you, but I could not be less aroused right now. And that's fine. I never claimed to be a real turn on necessarily. So if that's the case, I apologize. Prank call Lucasi. I could. He reached out earlier. He said that this would be a fun idea for a show. Again, I don't know what I should call it. It's not a show. It's like a live stream type of thing, but I appreciated him reaching out. Connor, just tell us your life story. We could save that for another time. Connor got to be on the next beach house. Listen, I wouldn't be opposed. I spent a lot of time at the Jersey Shore. I don't know if they'd be running back the Jersey Shore or what. I know nothing about the plans for that. But I grew up going to the Jersey Shore. Very familiar with that area. Jenks, unbelievable spot. So we'll see. What's Lucas up to? I don't know if he's still in Hawaii or what. Gained a lot of respect for you with this, my guy. I love it. Thank you very much, Anthony. I appreciate that. Anthony Rutt, 7417. Yeah, I mean, really not anything super special tonight, just because it was a weird type of night where it's Saturday, it's Valentine's Day. I don't know how many people are watching the fucking dunk contest, but I'm glad that we were able to do it. When did you last dye your eyebrows? Been a minute. Do they need a retouch? I don't know. We'll have to get on it. Connor for Rookie of the Year on the dozen. Oh, that was somebody else. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. That was somebody else who asked about that. What did I think about my dozen trivia debut? I won't get into spoilers because I don't know if how long that window is for people to watch it without getting into spoiler talk. But I thought it was a lot of fun. I also think we got a pretty decent squad. And I love the name. Love the name. Love the logo. Brings me back to my roots growing up. And I'm very excited to see what we could do. I think we might shock some people. I don't know. But I love trivia. I've watched for years, and I've been waiting to get a call up to the league. I'm very, very happy that I got it this year. And we'll see how exactly the Hokies can do. But ton of fun. Super chat from OG Wiz. Do you back the Bush? Telluride. Thank you for the parentheses on that. That's very big. I back both, but Telluride Bush, yeah, I do absolutely. And I know like jack shit about video games, about Call of Duty, all of that. I don't know anything, but I do get a kick out of seeing Jerry just shit talk people nonstop in this room of people playing. He's not even playing. He's just the general manager of the team, and he's talking crap to these players on the other side. I love everything about that. So absolutely, I will be all in on the Bush. Thank you for the super chat, OG Wiz. You should play Deutsch in Battle Beers when you hit 10K. I might die if I play Deutsch in Battle Beers. Yeah, that's absolutely asking for trouble, because I don't know if you guys saw the video that Deutsch put out yesterday, where I think he's playing like Flappy Bird or something like. I don't know what game it was, but he's just slugging beers back left and right, one after the other, as he's pressing the keys down on his laptop, playing the game. It was stunning to watch, and the guy just he puts it down effortlessly. So there's nobody who could top Deutsch. There's nobody who could outdrink him. And I would need to be taken to, I'd have to be like Cheah, taken to the hospital after drinking too many beers. Would not be able to do it. Let's see. Scoof Smooch Cam. Who am I smooching? I have my chick say the force is strong with you while giving her back shots. That's electric. Props to you. Recap my conversation with Richelle. I thought it went great. Thought it was a totally normal interaction. Sometimes, obviously, you know me, I get overstimulated, but I thought that was totally fine. Comment on Penn State hockey. I know I didn't see the final score today. I knew that we were losing like 5-2 or something like that. But Michigan, obviously, number 2 team in the country. They got to pick up some quality wins. We've been losing too much recently. River otters or sea otters? Phenomenal question. River otters. Not that I have anything against sea otters. I actually think that this is a sea otter right here. Speaking of Blutman's just all over the stream. He's got his hands all over it, and his brother too. Blutman got this for me from the aquarium. It's just a sea otter. But I typically lean towards river otters just because I did a project on them in 2nd grade, and it is something that I'm just naturally very, very drawn to is the river component of the otter. I think they're cuter. I think they have a little bit more personality to them too. But sea otters can't go wrong with them either. Bad Supro. Thank you, the LOL Cats 123. It is quite literally from our costume room here. So it's not mine. Not mine at all. Recap U.S. hockey. U.S. hockey. It was a close one today, right? I was watching the dunk contest, but there was a point where it was a little bit scary, right? Weren't they down at the end of the first period? And then they let up a goal right at the end of the second period. But 2-0 so far. I'll be tuned in once. The problem is I can't. I'm really not an Olympics guy. And I say that also for the Summer Olympics. I don't know why. I can't fully get into it. I like the fact that they make it seem like it's this big deal. And obviously it is a huge deal. But the presentation of it, specifically with NBC, like I think they do a really good job of building it up and making it feel like it is the grand stage that it is. But for whatever reason, I still can't fully get into it. I get into it if it's like, USA in the championships of something because I want us to win. Summer, I'll watch basketball religiously. That's the one thing that I absolutely can buy into. But everything else, man, I don't know. The Olympics just have never really been a big point of love for me. I've never really gotten that deep into it. But USA hockey is absolutely the thing. If I had to point to in this Olympics, that I would be paying attention to the most. So I keep tabs on it. But as they progress further along, I'll start paying more attention. But what do you call it? Are they in the group stage right now? I don't know exactly the whole order of the Olympics and how that works. Connor, you like Saquon? Love Saquon. Let's see. Any other crazy questions? Any other super chats? Maybe. Yeah. Again, do I back the Bush? Always have. Unbutton one more button. I guess I will. I mean, that's what you guys want. You listen to any country, Connor? I know you a big pop girl, but Ella Langley, Megan Maroney, Lainey Wilson, killing it. Met all of them before they were big. Country music to the end. Yeah, country is my favorite genre of music. Love country music. I've spent 4 years in South Carolina. People forget. Scoof does Wildwood? Yes, I did. Absolutely. That was what the beach I went to all the time. Connor, you look like a 45-year-old alcoholic. Holy shit. Thank you, OG Man 4980. Yeah, I don't look good tonight. I've been stressed out. I've been trying to make sure that the stream is up and running okay. It's been a lot. But I appreciate you guys for staying with me here. Will the Juggernauts win a game next year? Yes. And I still stand true. The Juggernauts would beat Free Lutheran Bible College. I think we'd beat the New York team. I just think the competition that we faced in this league this year, we were not playing in the right league. And it sucks that the one game that people saw was in the game where we played our worst opponent and we still lost. But we should have won that game. Every other team in that league they were too good. And we could not shoot for shit. But once we dialed it back in the last game and we weren't taking any threes and we were just sticking to twos and feeding the big guys down low. Yeah, we were solid and we should have won the game. If we had been doing that all year, maybe we would have been a little bit better, but the teams that we were going up against, they were just way, way too good. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Why didn't I go to Turkey for my eyebrows? I have eyebrows. Without them dyed, I have eyebrows. It's just that they're too blonde and you can't see them. Go to the bar scoof? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll have a couple cold ones. Married fathers will be in here every Saturday, you stud. Thank you, Coach Corndog. I love that name, by the way, Coach Corndog. That's the goal. Maybe you have nothing to do on a Saturday night. The kids are asleep. Maybe wife's out of town. I don't know. Turn on mostly recaps. Take that coat off, Connor. It's pretty hot. I will. I'll take it off right now. All right. Am I watching Love is Blind? No, never been on that show. Any plans with moms tonight? No. Nothing in the works. Ready for the trial 7 tomorrow? Yes. How pissed was I with the Mandalorian Super Bowl 10 seconds? I was fine with it. They weren't going to show the one thing I don't like about Super Bowl ads that are movie trailers is that obviously they don't show the full trailer, and I hate like the go watch it online now, the full one. I'm like, it doesn't really jazz me up like it does for other people. I like the fact that it kind of spoofed what you would typically see out of a Super Bowl commercial. I thought it was funny. You get to see Mando and Grogu on some tauntauns. I thought it was fine. I wasn't expecting anything crazy. I wasn't expecting a trailer per se. Would have been nice to have a trailer, but they just released the toys. We'll see a trailer soon. I mean, I'm going to go see the movie regardless. So it's not like this is a massive, massive Skywalker saga movie that they need to hype up and make sure that people are ready for. It's just a fun little side adventure that thankfully is back on the big screen. They haven't been doing movies in forever. They've been doing TV shows. And the fact that this is a TV show now turning into a movie is kind of ironic, but I'm just glad to see it back on the big screen. I don't need to be convinced to go see it. I'm going to go see it. So I was fine with the ad. How's the wine? Pretty good. I'm going to finish it off in a second here. Can we get Star Wars breakdowns? Yeah, that's one of the things I want to do on this channel is I ultimately want to get into everything. It could be sports, it could be pop culture, it could be nerd shit, it could be whatever. So we'll have some Star Wars. Hey, speaking of Mando and Grogu, maybe we do something after that, after premiere night. All right. Yeah. I guess you into black girls from Rick James. If they're into me, sure. Your voice is truly incredible. Thank you, Antonio. I think. Oh, this is actually important. Gonna watch Star Wars for the first time. Do I go by release date or chronological? That depends on who you think. I don't know how to phrase this. Depends on who you think Luke Skywalker, his father, is. If you know, if you don't know, that's what determines it. If you don't know the answer to that, then you watch in the order that they were released. If you do know the answer, then yeah, you could watch chronological. But even that, starting off with The Phantom Menace, I don't love. I think you got to start with Episode 4, 1977, A New Hope. Stephanie joining. I appreciate that. Phillies preseason expectations, not super hopeful. Not hopeful at all. It's been a terrible offseason. Shout out Nick Castellanos. Unfortunately, we had to release him, but had some good moments as a Philly. And there's a deep drive to left field. Yeah, I think we're going to end it. We've been going for a little over an hour. Audience is starting to dwindle a little bit. We'll cut it. We can do these longer in the future. But for this first one, I think this was solid. And I think overall, we'll get into some better events that there's more stuff to talk about and more stuff for you guys to be commenting. And we can have a real back and forth about the thing that I came on here to talk about tonight for the dunk contest. Yeah, we weren't going to be talking about that for a very long time. But thankfully, Cheah came on here. Thankfully, we got Richelle for a little Valentine's Day talk. So I thought it was a solid first episode. And I appreciate you guys sticking through. I appreciate you guys with the comments. And overall, I keep saying overall, just staying with me, having a good time. Yeah. Maybe post a movie to watch, then do a recap live show. Mark, you're killing it in the chat right now. Mark Schellenberger. Yeah, that would be a really cool idea. How often do I plan on doing these? I don't know. That's what we got to figure out. We got to figure that out because I don't know exactly what exactly is like the best method of going about it. I want this to be free flowing. I want this to be on the fly. I want this to be spur of the moment. If I realize, and I don't want to be doing this from the office every single time. I want to be able to take this to my apartment if I'm out on vacation or whatever, and maybe it's when we have off for July 4th week or over Christmas and there's something going on. I want to be able to just do this off my laptop. So it could be, fuck it. There's a big game going on right now. A lot of people are talking about it. Let's go live. And I just fire up my laptop. So I don't know exactly how often this will be. I hope that overall that this was pretty successful and people enjoyed it and we can keep doing it because I like the reactions. I like going live immediately. I like chopping it up with you guys. I will do it at the bistro. That would be great. But we'll see exactly how long it goes. I'm going to end this. Somebody said, "Live Like You Were Dying." I will read the lyrics to that song and we will close it out on that. That's a great idea. All right, here we go. To end the stream, thank you guys for tuning in, for sticking with us. This means a lot. He said, "I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me when a moment came that stopped me on a dime. I spent most of the next days looking at the x-rays, talking about the options and talking about sweet times. I asked him when it sank in that this might really be the end. How's it hit you when you get that kind of news? Man, what you do?" And he said, "I went skydiving. I went Rocky Mountain climbing. I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. And I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I gave forgiveness I've been denying." And he said, "Someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying." He said, "I was finally the husband that most of the time I wasn't, and I became a friend would like to have. And all of a sudden, going fishing wasn't such an imposition, and I went 3 times that year I lost my dad. Well, I finally read the good book, and I took a good, long, hard look, and what I'd do if I could do it all again, and then I went skydiving. I went Rocky Mountain climbing. I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. And I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I gave forgiveness I've been denying." And he said, "Someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. Like tomorrow was a gift, and you got eternity to think about what to do with it. And what do you do with it? What did I do with it? What would I do with it? Skydiving. I went Rocky Mountain climbing. I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. Then I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I watched an eagle as it was flying." And he said, "Someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying, 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 to live like you were dying." Woo. So that's going to do it. There you go. I can't remember who dropped that in the comments, but I appreciate you, and I appreciate all of you. This means a lot. Just admit you are gay. I'm not. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm not. Straight man. Speaking of people on Valentine's Day being gay, straight, whatever the case is, if you're lucky enough and you have an opportunity tonight, what is it, 9 o'clock on the East Coast, 8:08, 8:08 in Heartbreak, 8:08 on Central Time. I believe it's also then 6:08 on Pacific Time. If you're lucky enough and you have an opportunity to be with that special someone tonight, maybe hang up this stream and go find them. Go find them, be with them, love them, and really cherish that moment. So I might hang this up right now, finish off this glass of wine, maybe hit the town. I don't know. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, though. I hope that this could be something that we could keep doing moving forward. Maybe I'll get some feedback from Mark, who was in the chat tonight. But I had a blast. And thank you, seriously. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you guys again soon. And I'm going to try and figure out how to end this thing. Hold on. Let me get an applause going again. That's all you. Shout out the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, I'm going to cut it. Thank you guys. That's how ball is done. Here we go. Hold on. Bang.